What's up, gang? Welcome back to Pretty Girl Gang TV, where we do nothing but conduct pretty girl business. It's your girl Jeanina here, and I am back with another video for you guys. And in today's video, we're going to be testing out the new Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Now, you guys know I have every single foundation that Nars has ever made. Okay, so do I have high expectations for this? Yes, I do. I also want to test it against the other shades to make sure they're synonymous against every formula, because you guys know sometimes you can get the same shade in a different formula of a brand's foundation and the shade is just a little off. So I picked up a few of my other Nars foundations that I have the same shade in just to swatch them and test them against it. So if you guys want to see that, keep on watching. Dry, frizzy, a mess, honey, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna get it together. So what I'm using to prime is my Bobbi Brown face base, and I've been using this quite a lot because I have been extremely dry. Is prime, so let's get right into the specs of this new foundation. So this is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. This is the packaging we have here. This is also the bottle out of the box here, and she does come with a pump. Reading the description on the box, it says, see your skin in the best light reflecting foundation, instantly diffuses light to blur imperfections and smooth the look of skin. Powered by skincare ingredients, this product strengthens skin barrier to maintain moisture day by day. The formula visibly improves skin's clarity even after makeup is removed. So it's said to be medium buildable coverage, natural finish, and breathable all-day wear. Okay, so even after the makeup is removed, it's supposed to be improving your skin. That's really, really good. So we're going to have to use this for a few days and see if that's true. Also wanted to mention the price. The price retails at $49, which is really expensive, you guys, but are you guys surprised at all? It's Nars. Nars is typically a higher end foundation, but they always perform very, very well. So anyway, I did want to swatch the shade. So I have the shade Caracas in the new light reflecting formula, and that is typically my foundation color in all of Nars foundations except for the sheer glow. So in the sheer glow, I wear Bahia and Tahoe. I mix them together. Bahia is truly my exact match when it comes to Nars, but they don't make Bahia in any other formula except for sheer glow. So Nars, if you are watching this, please make Bahia across the board in all of your foundations, okay? That will be my shade. But for now, I typically stick to Caracas, and then I'll buy another shade just to mix in them if I feel like I need a winter shade or a summer shade. So I got Caracas in the new one, like I mentioned, and I also have Caracas in the Nars Soft Matte, and I also have the Caracas in my favorite one, which is the Natural Radiant here. So I wanted to swatch them together on my face just to make sure that the shades are synonymous, because you know how sometimes you can purchase different foundations within a brand, and for some reason the new formula, it kind of alters the shade that you normally use. So I just want to make sure that Caracas is like straight across the board, okay? So this is Caracas in the Natural Radiant formula there. Using another brush, this is the Caracas in Soft Matte formula there. And this is the new Light Reflecting in the shade Caracas. So again, this is Caracas, all of the shades. This is Caracas in the Natural Radiant. This is Caracas in Soft Matte, and then this is Caracas in the new Light Reflecting, okay? So, looking at it, I'm letting it dry down a little bit, but looking at it, definitely Soft Matte and Radiant Longwear are synonymous to me. I don't know what you guys can see on camera, but for me, the Light Reflecting, it looks a little bit on the orange side. With me, definitely the Natural Radiant and Soft Matte are synonymous, and they are giving kind of a neutral undertone for me. The Light Reflecting As you can see, for me, it's giving a little bit orange, just a tad bit more orange than I would usually use. So, I mean, we can let it dry down a little bit, but definitely I feel like Caracas is a little different in the light reflecting, and I'm kind of, based on the way this looks, I kind of wish I would have went maybe a shade lighter, maybe Cadiz or Morea, or maybe even Tahoe, because Tahoe has a little bit of yellow in it. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be a little dark for me. Okay, so if you are Caracas, this is how the light reflecting shade is looking so far. I am a little nervous about the color, but we're gonna have to make it work. So it is kind of watery, you guys. I'm trying to be careful to put it, ooh. Okay, so it is kind of watery, okay? And I was not expecting it to be this watery. So I'm just gonna start with the bottom half of my face. And this is about 1.5 pumps. And I'm gonna use my Merit No. 1 foundation brush. I just really like this brush for some reason. It's just so dense, and I feel like it works so good to buff out foundation. Okay, so it's definitely lightweight. It didn't say that in the claims, but it's a definitely lightweight formula. And to me, it's giving like a tinted moisturizer, but just a little bit more of a tint to it, a little bit more of a pigment. That's how light it is. I really like the finish. So you can definitely see that it does kind of have like a light catching effect, which would be the light reflecting. But the shade, honey, the shade for me is a little orange. I am gonna build it up just a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit more on, especially in these areas where I have most of the hyperpigmentation, which is like my cheeks. And because the color is a little bit more darker than what I need, I'm gonna kind of take it down my neck just a little bit, kind of like down the jawline here. And this is how the foundation is looking on me right now, and I do like the way it looks. So I do like the natural finish. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more on the dewy side, a little bit more sticky, because that's what it looks like in kind of like the campaign pictures. But it does look very natural. Like I can still see my skin kind of peeking through. And I do like that it's very lightweight. I can't feel anything on my face. The only thing about it is the color. Like, absolutely, the color is way different from any other of the formula colors. But I really do like the finish of it. Like, it definitely looks very radiant, but on the natural side. You know, like, it's not too dewy. It's definitely giving sheer glow, but less of a dewy look. And it did cover up like all of my acne scars. I do have a few like deep ones, like one here that I just got. That's a little dark, but you barely can see it. So it did a good job at like being a medium coverage. I definitely will say that it is a medium coverage, and that you can definitely build it up to a full coverage. So I do like that, because I am a girl that needs a little bit more of a coverage. So anyway, I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. But I am going to finish the rest of my makeup on camera, because I like to kind of show you guys the products that I'm using, and just to make sure that, of course, this foundation is going to play well with all of my usual products. I'm also going to be using a new product today, girl, that I just recently got. Okay, so let's start off with the concealer. I'm going to use my Fenty Bright Fix Eye, because I did want to go with a little bit of a natural look, and I just feel like this is a really nice concealer for when you want to just be a little kind of like natural with the makeup, and it also gives you that nice brightening effect. And I am going to put just a little bit more on than what I normally would, just because the foundation color I feel like I need to brighten it up a little bit more. And I'm gonna use my foundation brush with a little bit of my foundation on there just to kind of blend it in here and make it a little bit seamless. I'm gonna set with a little bit of Huda Beauty Easy Bake in the color Blondie. And I'm just using a little bit to set my under eye because I do want that like light reflecting look that it's giving. I don't want it to get too matte. Next, I'm going to use the ColourPop Soul Body Bronzing Balm. I have the color Deep, you guys. If you guys have not seen my review on these babies, like, go ahead and check it out. I will link it in the cards above. Like, I'm telling you, this stuff is the best. Even when you're trying to do, like, I feel like a natural look, it just comes off so nice, so velvety. I just love this so much. I love this stuff. And look at that, it's just so, it's so light. And you can also build it up to like where it's very pigmented as well, but I just love the finish of this. I feel like it doesn't affect the Natural Radiant looks either, because it does dry down a little velvety, but at the same time, it's not super matte and it doesn't affect, I feel like, the, you know, the Natural Radiant light of my makeup. Good alternative also to like a cream if you don't want to use a cream bronzer or a cream contour, because sometimes I do, especially with looks like this, because I feel like it looks more natural, but sometimes I just want a finish that is sort of matte but not sort of matte, you know, and the finish to this is a velvet and it just looks so good. I'm also going to take a little bit and contour my nose. I should be using a smaller brush, but girl, I just don't feel like digging in my little brush thing for a smaller brush. So we're gonna pinch the top and we're gonna do what we do. Next, I'm gonna use a little bit of blush, you guys, and this is a new blush palette that I just picked up from Sephora. I haven't got to use it yet. This is the Sephora Clean brand, and this is their Clean Velvet Cream Blush Palette, and this is how that looks. Look at the packaging. I just think it's so cute. Look at these colors, you guys. These colors are so bomb. Well, let me do a little swatch. So this is the first one here. I'll swatch it here. This is that like orange reddy color right there. It looks like a purple, well, not purple, like a brown color here. And then this one looks kind of like a dark brown red color here. So those the swatches are for that. You guys, they are just, ooh, they just are so good. And I just can't wait to dig into it because I've been trying to find an excuse to put this palette on. So I think I'm going to go with the swatches. I think I'm gonna go with the more like orangey red color. So I'm gonna take a flat top brush here and I'm just gonna like dip it in and see. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, pigment. So we definitely gotta be careful with the pigment, honey, because Sephora's cream blush palette is not playing. I'm not gonna do any falsies, so I'm just gonna use mascara. I'm gonna use the Merit mascara here, and I really like this mascara as well, you guys. It really does. It says lengthen your lashes, and it does. It just kind of really brings out my natural lashes and lengthens them, because girl, y'all know I don't have no lashes, girl. That's why I wear falsies. But today we're gonna go au natural. The lippy I'm going to go with is also going to be from Merit, and it's their lip oil in the color Taupe. And I'm going to give my face a little bit of a spritz with this Varsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. Okay, you guys, so we're back. And this is how the makeup is looking on me right now. And I do say so myself. looks so good, especially the foundation. So I did let it sit on my face a little bit. You guys saw me put my makeup on. I do take my time just putting on my makeup, and that counts as time, I think, as it's setting on your face. And I feel like it's been on my face for about 25-30 minutes right now, because it took me a while to kind of like zhuzh up my hair. And now that I see the foundation that's just sitting on my skin now, I do feel like it's a good match, but it is a tiny bit darker, I feel, than the Caracas in other formulas, which would be the Soft Matte and the Natural Radiant, because those are the ones that we swatched. I do feel like it does come off as a little bit on the orange side, versus the Radiant and the Soft Matte, I think, were a neutral tone. So just be careful of that, or just be mindful of that, girl. Like, I feel like the Caracas formula or the Caracas shade is a little bit more altered in this formula than the others, but it does still look good. And like I said, I got to kind of just look at it in the mirror and other lightings, and it's a pretty close match to the normal one, but it's just a little off for me. But I feel like the concealer and the powder, like the brightness of that just kind of like brought it together, and it just kind of saved it a little bit. Because normally I feel like it's a little bit more lighter than what it is now. But that's okay. So anyway, the other aspects of this foundation, okay, I am loving. It's definitely giving sheer glow, but kind of on a 2.0 side. Because sheer glow by far is a really good lightweight glowy foundation. Okay, my favorite though, like, I'm not gonna lie, even though I do like this one, my favorite Nars foundation of all time is the Natural Radiant. Okay, like you can't tell me anything about the Natural Radiant. But the light reflecting one, it is giving me kind of a sheer glow, but more of a 2.0 version, where it's not as dewy and glowy, and it's kind of giving me like skin tint vibes, but just a little bit more thicker and a little bit more coverage. It is like medium buildable. That's what the specs said. It did consider itself medium buildable, and I do feel like that is true. Okay, you can build this up to full coverage, and it can look real full in a minute, but it won't look cakey or anything like that. It's very lightweight. I don't feel anything on my skin, and I love that. Like, if you guys watch my vlogs or any of my other videos, you guys know me. If I can feel makeup on my face, it's a no-go. So I do really like that, and I love the shine. Even before I did spray it with my Varsali Rose Gold Skin Mist, I do feel like it had a bit of a like natural shine. I didn't like set it with any powders because I kind of want this look. And yeah, like definitely, it's definitely reflecting. It's definitely light reflecting. Okay, in my opinion. So if you guys did like this video, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, girl. And when you do subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time the gang posts a video. Okay, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.